Alright guys, welcome to another Cadillac video. Today we're going to work on power antennas, and I'm hoping to make mine work. We'll see how it goes. So here's the thing, this is a 56 antenna, I believe this is a 58 antenna, and within the 2 years they completely changed the power antennas. So the shafts are different lengths, the motors mount differently on the ends, all the mounts are different on all the pieces. But I'm hoping that I can at least take maybe the guts out of this working one and put them inside of mine. Hopefully that stuff is the same. We'll have to see. But what I'm going to do first is, I know this motor works. I got video from the guy that I bought it from that it works. It does feel like it moves, and I'm hoping that this will mount into my 56 antenna. And that might fix it. It might not. We're just going to have to see. But we're going to go from there. I'm hoping by the end of today I'll get some kind of result in getting my antenna to work. I've just pulled it up by hand, and that's worked fine, but it's a 1 year only part, so it might work, it might not. I successfully got the tubes, so these parts, off of each one of the antennas, and I found that my 56 one is, I guess, broken on this end, and the one from the 58 one is still intact. I was hoping that I can be able to take this tube, put it onto this antenna. Yeah, the antenna will look a little bit different, it won't be correct, but it will have the correct tube and mounting points. At least this one will be correct. The other one I think I can mess around with. Actually, there is no other one. Yeah, it will have the correct mounting points. The motor will just point a different way, so hopefully it will still fit in my fender. We'll have to see, but I'm hoping to make a good one out of two. So I think I have to go and get this antenna out of this shaft and then put that one in it. If you look at the very edge of this antenna, this is from my 56. This is what I pulled out of it. Basically, this is the ring that attaches the nylon cord that's inside of it. And if you look here at the 57 or 58 antenna, you can see how it's still attached. So the plan is, I'm going to swap my longer antenna mast onto here, and then I'm also going to put the 56 part onto the 58 part, and then fingers crossed, with a good motor, and I know all the cords and everything in here is good, it will lift my mast in this, and we should be good to go. All I did was swap the top ends. The mounting point will be the same, the antenna will be the same, the point where it goes on the fender will be the same, just the bottom end will be different. So this is the nylon cord that I was talking about that's inside, and basically all the motor does is it turns this wheel, and that in turn wraps the cord up inside of this. This sits on top like that. So I have the antenna all the way extended, and so far so good. And now we are going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this inside of here, and then hopefully it will wrap up all by itself, go in and out like it should. And I believe the thing that will limit the travel is going to be the little ball on the end of the antenna. So alright, that's out. Let's switch to power. Now we will go in. Hopefully it didn't break. So that's not as smooth as I was like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some grease in it. Hopefully that will help smooth it out a little bit. And then we'll go from there. I didn't extend it all the way out, so there's less stuff that I got to mess around with. As this antenna goes up, what I plan on doing is hitting it with some white lithium while it goes. And hopefully that will help it move up and down easier. see, maybe what I can do, I can make this really small. I'm gonna stick it in there, grease it all, let it come back out. Then it'll just do it by itself. Let's try that. See what that does. And that is the limit. So now what I'm going to do, wipe my hands off, send that in here. Take this, we've got to shove. There. That's way smoother. Okay, perfect. That means we're almost done. So the only thing I need to do now is I need to figure out the connections for the wires. We need to put one little screw in right here, and we should be good to go. I'm definitely very happy with this for now. Hopefully this, the motor being like this, won't impede the way it fits. We'll just have to see. The camera's having a hard time focusing in the dark Caddy, so I turned on the side lights. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but the way that this antenna is going to work is, believe it or not, there's a button on this radio. So this does the tone and it does the tuning, but what it also does is you push it in to lower the antenna and you pull it out to move the antenna up and down. So yes, another wonderful thing that the Wonderbar radio does. But I wanted to show you guys also this. I haven't shown this before. I got this on eBay. This is an original owner's manual for the Cadillac in color, which is awesome. But I'm going to show you the page that talks about the radio. So here you go. This says that the antenna manual tuner is what that does. And according to the book, it says pushing the knob in raises the electric antenna, pulling the knob out lowers the antenna. The ring around the right knob controls the volume of the front and rear speakers, etc., etc. So, yes, the radio does a lot of things. But the funny thing about this manual that I think is hilarious is that it has a 55 steering wheel, like drawing in the front, and of course you can tell. Yeah, 56 is a little different, but yeah, it's a really nifty manual and definitely old, but in really nice shape. So I've got the antenna installed, wires where they need to be, etc., and let's see if it works. Push in for up. That's up. I think the motor for this antenna is a lot louder than it used to be when it was new. I don't know. I wasn't around back then, and I don't know what a new one sounded like, but that's okay. I don't mind it if it makes a little bit of noise. Now, I noticed that the mast, the bottom parts go up first. I think it's supposed to start the smallest one and then go bigger. I don't know, but you know what? It goes up and down, so I don't care if it doesn't go in the right order. But there you go. I took a antenna out of a newer car and made it work with what I got and used my mast, and boom, we have a working antenna, which is awesome. I'm super stoked about it. I've always wanted it to work. And rebuilt ones are like $400+, so I got mine fixed my own for a lot less than that. So there you go, guys. One little tiny thing better on the Caddy.